Hi everyone, it's Paul from Denbee Honey. We'll be off up to the east, have a look around the apiaries in a bit. We're just going out now and doing a few of our local deliveries. We always like to do them on a morning and at the weekend, one day at the weekend, and we'll get them done. Only be about an hour delivering to different people, and then what we'll do, we'll get back. I'll get suited and booted, and we're going to have a look. Not much to do up there today, really. We're nearly, winding things down a little bit now as well, which is really nice for me. A bit more time to do the rest of the jobs around the place. So we're going to get these done, and then we'll catch up with you when I get back. Remember, we sell it on the website now as well. So if I can't deliver to you, you can always get it off the website. See you in a minute. Okie dokie. That's us, just got back. Done the deliveries, brilliant stuff. I'll just, I'll have a little chat. I was thinking as I've just pulled up on the drive now. I remember when I first started doing deliveries, I used to get really nervous about it, turning up on someone's house, knocking on the door and waiting for them to come to the door. And you know what, after I've done it a few times now, it's one of the positive and good sides to beekeeping, I think. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy meeting the people. We've got regulars, and every time when I go back to there, deliver stuff for them, they've always got a question about bees for me, and I just love answering. If I can answer the questions, if not, I'll find out and I'll let them know. It's really nice. I've been out today, met some lovely new customers as well, and they're all really, really nice people and interested in bees in generally. They like the honey, but I think they're buying it as well to help us, Denbee Honey, in around the village and that, and keep the bees going. I do. And another thing I've learnt as well, when I'm on that doorstep handing over the honey, I get a real sense of pride. And I think, the bees have made it, but Denbee Honey have played a part in that. And I'm quite proud of that. And I mean, we've always bought from these small cottage industries, the little stores and stands and stuff when we go any fairs, fetes or anything like that. But the message is, next time you're out, you go to a country fair or a little local shop and stuff, have a good look and please support people like me. Don't get it from the supermarkets. Yeah, it's not always the cheapest option, but I'll guarantee you, the product is far, far superior to the stuff you can get from the supermarkets. I guarantee that. And also you're helping people out. So we definitely do now. Wherever I go, I'll always try and support the local people. Well, whatever they're doing, from anything, from making gates to, I don't know, local potato sellers and, stuff like that. We've got a guy down the road. He's got an allotment. We buy all the stuff from him now as well, help him out. So one message that I want to get across is please go out there and support your local businesses because it's well worth it and we appreciate it. We really do. Okay, what we're doing then now, I'm going to have a quick cup of tea. I'm back at home, like I just said, and then I'll get my stuff on and then we'll go and do a bit of videoing up there. Audio. Quad's loaded up with what I need today. We're going to do some bee stuff. I've got, I ordered some more Apivar as well, because I was a couple of strips short. So while we're up there, I'll put them in. So let's crack on. Here we go then. Now, you're never going to believe what's just happened. The blinking mic's packed up on me on the phone. So I've just done a video of an inspection on this hive. You can't hear a blinking thing. So you'll have to trust me with this one. What we did, we went through this just quickly, just to make sure the queen's laying, because it was a late split I did, and she's laying lovely. They've drawn out all the comb in the nuke. It's a beautiful bright yellow colour. I did bring it up to the camera and show you, but we didn't record that bit. So it's beautiful yellow. I might try and go through the deleted videos and see if I can get a frame just to show you. We'll have a look. Well, anyway, we'll sort that out a bit. But they're all good. It looks all good. And I don't know about where you are. Leave us a comment in the below. But the wasps seem to have been and gone. Here anyway, they seem to have come. Weren't that bad, and now they're gone. There's still a few hornets about, but they've been and gone. Now the other ones, so that one there, and these other three, look, I'm not even going to go through them because there's no need. Because I know, this is where I was saying you need to start knowing how your bees are, and it just comes with experience, and I've only got a little bit of experience, you know. I've done 3 years, so no, I'll be into my 4th next year. But you just start to know what your bees are doing, and it's all different depending on where you are in the country as well. You know, your bees might be doing this, bees might be doing that, and you know, it's all different. So you need to start learning or remembering. Take some notes. I usually take notes, I do, from one year to another, and when they're packed up feeding, when they started feeding, you know, nectar and all that. And I know for a fact these are all right now. Them 4. That nuke's cool now. The other 4, I gave them some feed last week, and I won't give them any more feed now until probably next week. Because the worst thing you can do at the minute now is start feeding too much, and what they'll do, they'll just backfill all the nest with nectar, and then there's no space for the queen to lay her eggs. So it's probably the worst thing you can do. That's what I mean. You need to know your bees and what's going on inside them hives. I know for a fact they've got enough now. They don't need any more. But next week, what I might do, depending on how it goes, I might start filling them with 2 to 1. I've bought a load of syrup, 2 to 1 ambrosia syrup. And I think, you know, one of these hives alone will take about 12.5 kilograms per hive. It's a lot of honey, it's a lot of syrup, but they need it to get them through the winter. So remember that. Make sure you feed them, and make sure they've got enough stores when you're going into the winter, because if they ain't, see that, I hope that just come past the camera then, a massive European hornet. Lovely things. They sound like Lancaster bombers when they fly past. But yeah, so yeah, always make sure you know, read your bees and stuff, and you'll be all right. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go to the bluebell apiary, and I've got a couple of, I think I've got a brood box to take off and a super I've got to take off, because I left them on because they had brood in them still, because I was using one of the supers as a brood box, half a brood box, which I'll never do again. It's I think you either have single brood or double brood, you know, full brood. Don't go half, it makes things, it just complicates things. Okay, so we'll pop down there now, and we'll have a look at that, and I'll do a bit more video into that. See you in a minute. Okay, here we are now. Bluebell apiary. Oh, it's quite a treat actually, just be able to nip in and out. Great, nip in and out, quick, no long inspections anymore. Right, with this one, we're getting a bit of smoke. Just let them know we're coming in. What I've got to do, last time we went to take this off, there was some brood in it. So this time, we're going to have a look, and if there's no brood in it, it's going to come off. It should be about done now, this should. Shouldn't be any brood left in this. We'll have a look. It'll probably be a bit grumpy. But also, what we've got to do is put some thrower strips in, because I couldn't put no strips in last week, because you can't put thrower strips in the hive if you've got your supers on. Here they are, look. And I'd run out. Well, I also ran out of them, so done me a favour really. I'll show you. Get these, if I can get them out of the blinking packet. Here they are, look. See them? There's your row strips. So those that don't know, if you've got a dog at home, dogs get ticks, okay? Well, basically it's like that. It's a little mite that lives on the bees. And if you have too many of them in one hive, it'll kill all your hive. It's probably the biggest pest in the UK, I think. That as beekeepers we have to manage. They're horrible little creatures. So what you do, you take your super off, because you can't treat when your super's on. So that's where your honey is. So you have to take all your supers off, put them away, extract them and do whatever you got to do. And then you can put your treatment in. Now, I've done that with most of them. This one, like I said earlier, I still had some remains of brood in there because I used it as a brood and a half. And probably next season, I'll probably use it just as a super. So what I'm going to do is take it off today, get the bees out, there'll be all bees in it, brush them out, and then we'll put some strips in. 2 of them strips. There's 2 strips to every hive, or 1 to a nuke. I think there is actually so many strips per many frames of brood, but I'll be honest with you, I can't remember. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this off and brush the bees out. I'll tell you what we're going to do actually. We'll put that lid on the floor and we'll brush the bees out over that. Put them back. I've got my trusty brush, look. I'll tell you what we'll do first. Not forgetting to just give me a hand a quick wash. Make sure we're all sterile. And my tool. I'll bring that bucket, this bucket down with me now, this time, because we probably won't need to use one much more. And what we're going to do is just going to start looking through this now. Well, we're going to take this off actually first. And we'll start shaking the bees in. This superfear is quite heavy as well. So they've got food. They're bringing in food. So I'm not too worried about them starving. Yeah, they're bringing a lot in. What we do now, just shake these up back into their hive. A lot of them are hatched, they're all hatched now, which is good stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of nectar in here. So that's good. So we know that they're pulling in food. The reason we do this, you can actually shake that out, look, and have that. The reason we do this is because in the winter, they've got to heat this hive up, you know, and it takes a lot of energy. And with a big hot, you know, with more space, it's going to take more heating. So what you do, you reduce your bees right down, as small as you can. So I'm shaking them like that, because I'm shaking all the nectar off. They can have that back. There we go. I shall be spinning all these off when they get home. And what we're going to do, because this is not nothing, because all our honey's off now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a go at making some mead this year. I think it'd be good. Be interesting, wouldn't it? Make a bit of mead. So, I've got to put some strips in this. That's right. Not a problem. So I'll drop these back in here. Oh dear, not me. Smoke over. Put these back in here. Like that. And we'll take this away, move this over here, out of the way, put it on the back of the quad. Once that's done, So what we're going to do now is put some Varroa strips in. And we'll have to lift this up. Sorry girls. Have to lift this up. Ooh, I'm not going to like this. I'm not going to like that. Just drop a bit of smoke in to calm them down a bit. They'll go down into the brood nest then. So, like I said earlier, 2 strips for every hive, unless it's double. And then if it's a double, put 4 in. Well, I do anyway. Cocktail stick. And drop these in. There, like that. 1, 2. That's it. We also get rid of the queen excluder because we don't need that anymore. So we take that back to the take that back home. We don't need this anymore. So we take that back down the back of there. Let me take the camera and I can show you what we're doing. Look. There we go. Let's put that back down to 1. Yeah, look. So as you can see, I've put the strips in. See the strips, look. You need to put them, but I'm going to put that one there, I think. There. And that one, I'm going to drop that one in there. Okay. So you can hear it sounds lovely, doesn't it? Listen. Right, so if we're going to put the bit of smoke on, just to clear them, so, and then we put the lid back on, and that's a good job done then. Right, let me move the camera round so you can see. There we go. We'll put that on. So tap these in. What you can do is brush them a little bit. Sometimes it helps just to brush them in. That wants to shake the sort out in a minute. This goes on the top. Alright, job done. I'm just going to brush. There's any bees in here. I want to brush them off. That's it. That's good. Leave them in there so we don't lose them. I think we're going to, well, we've got a strap for this. I need to start looking around all my hives, put straps on them as well. Because, you know, if we get a bit of wind, excuse me, if we get a bit of wind, sometimes it blows the lids off. That's it. Job's a good one. So like I said earlier, I don't need to go in there. I don't need to. I know what's going on in there. I know my bees. All these now have got strips in. They've all been treated for an hour. And then it recommends between 6 to 8 weeks. I usually leave mine in 8 to tell you the truth. 6 to 8 weeks, you take them out. And then what we'll do, when it gets near Christmas, we'll do another treatment as a double whammy. Make sure they're all pretty good. That's them done then. Job done. They weren't too angry, to be fair, they were all right. So we've done all them. This one here, that on my double brood. That's the only queen this year that never tried to swarm. And I think it is all down to being in the double brood. So my intentions for this year was double brood quite a few. So those who don't know what I'm on about, normally with the National Life, you just have 1 brood box. But these Buckfast bees, I think that's not enough. So you put another brood box in, so you got 2 lots of brood. And that seemed to work and they didn't try and swarm. So I did buy, I think I had about 5 brood boxes. I was going to do that on a few others and never did it. I wish I would have now, but you know, we'll try it next season. Right, let's crack on. We'll go down to the residence apiary now. This quad though, it's a game changer for up here. I'd be lost without it now. I'm going to get it serviced once I've stopped using it. It's not been serviced for a couple of years, so I'm going to get it done properly, proper service on it, because if this ever broke down or let me down in the season, I'd be proper in deep trouble. I've got the tractor, but even that's playing up at the moment. So yeah, I appreciate this quad bike now. It's a real game changer, especially where our hives are. You can get, it pretty much gets you anywhere, you know, right up to the hives and stuff like that. So yeah, it's really good. Okie dokie, here we are now, back down at the residence. Tell you what, this is great. The inspections, it's so fast, it's great. It absolutely unbelievable the difference it is. It's going to go into these. This top box was a brood box, and what they did, they started filling it with honey. So what I've done with this one, I've moved that brood box above the crown board and put a little hole in the crown board, washing my hands, hoping that I'll bruise the honey that they put in the top. There weren't a lot, but there were a bit. So I bruised it all, and I've put it above the crown board, and I've made a little hole. So when you make a little hole, they think they're robbing. So what they'll do, there's a crown board, look, and I put a little hole in it. So what they'll do, they'll come up here, see a little hole, and for some reason they'll go in here then, and they should take the honey down and store it in their brood box. That's in theory, but those who have been working with bees long enough kind of know that never really happens that way, but we'll have a look. There don't seem many bees in here, so nah, still plenty of honey in here, to be fair. That's all right, though. So I want to know though, where me polystyrene is that come out of there. What's happened to that? Here it is, I've got it. So we're going to take that off. There's not many bees in that top one now. We'll take it off and we'll brush all the bees in, and that's coming away with us today. The strips are in as well, which is good. The strips are all in, baby. So we can take that queen excluder off. We don't need that anymore. We'll take that off. Take that back over the home. You see the strips. I can put strips in these with that brood box because the top box is always going to be used for brood, you see. And then what I'm going to do then, I'll just take the bees out of here and brush them off. There's a few in there, I'll shake them off. And this will go over home. Could be a good box, this will, for next year. I'll put one there actually, like that, look, for now. Nope. Shaking them. That's what I like to see though, you know. Nice strong hive. These eyes are strong. Beautiful. Absolutely, mate. Magic. Magic. Yeah, all these frames will be brilliant for next year because it's all, apart from a couple, it's all like kind of fresh foundation. So next year when you put them on, you ain't got to build any frame. You see where I scored it, look, but they still try to store honey in it. That's all right though. That's going to go for my mead. We need a bit for the mead. Quite calm these are, you know. Good sign. Good sign. Put them in there. That was there like that. I don't know if any, for those that don't know me, or don't know, but my wife, the financial director of Denbee Honey, she's her and my wingman Daniel, they're in Boston, USA for 9 days. Well, they're coming back soon. So I've had to fend for myself every day. It's all right for some, innit? I'll be honest with you though, I'm a bit fed up of eating chips. That's what I've been eating. Pie and chips, sausage and chips, chicken and chips, you name it. I've eaten it. Right, what I'm going to do for, I'm going to get a feeder. I'm back in a minute. I'm going to stop it a minute, I'm back in a minute. Right, oh, back again. It's been a god feeder from over home. And, yeah, what we'll do, I'm going to get these. I've just got a little bit of syrup left. So I'm going to give them it. Because I ain't had any yet. The others all have, so I'm going to give me. Making out that. Don't want to be hanging around too much with the feeder open, because all the other bees will find out and they'll want a piece of the action. You encourage robbing then. Right, what I've got now as well, I need to start getting all my straps ready. So all these want strapping up now because winter's coming. So we'll strap them all up. So that they're safe. If we have any winds or anything like that, I can be confident that they will be all right. There we go. These bees are looking at me as if saying, what are you up to? What are you up to, old man? That's that one. What I'm going to do now, I'm just going to put some straps on these ones, look. But you don't need to see that, so I'll crack on with that and then we'll catch up at the end. So what I'll quickly do, we'll have a look in here. Because this was I left a queen cell in here. I'm under no illusion that this ain't going to do any good. Because I left a queen cell in. So there's either a virgin in there, it's either hatched and she's not got mated, or we could be really lucky in that she's been mated and started laying again. So you never know. We'll have a look, see what's going on. You never know, might be lucky. They seem quite calm, don't they? Don't seem very angry. But normally if they're raging, they're not got a queen. So we'll have a look, see if there's any eggs. I've got to put my glasses on to see it, do they? Not many bees in there though, look. Yeah, like I said, I'm not really holding any hopes up for this. So we'll have a look. Be nice if it did. Be a bonus, but what's some weight in that? There's eggs in here, guys. Oh my word. We've got eggs. Haha. Excellent. Oh, that's brilliant. So we've got eggs in here, so she's been out. Wow, I'm really, really mega impressed by that. That's great. Going into the winter, she's just stayed laying. I don't need to say anymore. I'm going to leave her at be. That's awesome news. We've got eggs in there. What I might do is feed these. Give these some food. Help them out a bit. That's good news, that is. I'm quite excited about that. There's a bit in here, look. I'll give him a bit of that. I don't think there's much left. What I can do is mix some more. Mix some more when I go over home. And that'll do for now a little bit. Much as I've got anyway. That's good. We'll feed her up. Go out. What we'll do, mix some. At some point, we'll mix some stuff and feed them. Also, give me a mask. Should I put a Varroa strip in this nuke, even though she's new and it's all new brood in that, or do I not bother? If you've got an answer to that, please can you drop it in the comments below, because I've got enough strips to do it. So I can always drop one in, but they might not need one because it's a new brood and that kind of stuff. I'm not sure. If you've got any idea, let me know in the comments below. Right, I'm just going to have a quick look at one more nuke and then we're done. So have a quick look in this one. I'll take the top off. So have a quick look. See if they've got enough food. This is one that, you know, I was asking all about last week. Well, what I've decided to do now is just leave them in there, because there's no point. What I'll do, I'll drop some food on them. I'm not going to get the frames out. It's a great queen, that is. It's all right, they're busy as anything. So what I'm going to do, I'll leave them there, but I'll drop a bit of syrup in for them, I think. Right, let's get back over home now. Okay, we're back in home now. Done all the bee stuff outside. We've come in for a cup of tea, and I've got some cake as well. I'm going to have a slice of cake as well in a minute. Cup of tea and a slice of cake, how cool's that be? Now, let me sit down a minute, because we're... let me sit down this way, actually. So the light's probably better. You'll be able to see my ugly face a bit better than sat down there. And here we go. Here we go. Look at that, look, we've got some Denbee Honey all jarred up. Look at that lot. That's all ready to go out to new customers and orders from our website. Yeah, don't forget we've got a website, denbeehoney.co.uk. So if I can't deliver you, if you're not local to here and you want to try some of our honey, real honey, proper honey, none of your supermarket rubbish, you can go on that website, order some, and you just have to pay for cost of postage in the honey, obviously. And you can try some of our honey, which will help us a great deal. That's about as much as I've got to say today, really. All the inspections, well, say inspections, there weren't really inspections today, were they? They were just sort of quick look, check the feed, make sure the feeders are The treatments are all in every hive and all that sort of stuff. That's all done now. What I'm going to do now is, like I said, I'm a cup of tea and a bit of cake, and watch a bit of YouTube, because don't forget, the Mrs. Denbee Honey and my son are in Boston, USA, on a 9 days trip. My son's into his history and that, and he wanted to go to Boston and see about all the history there and that. And they're coming home next day. So they've been a few days now and really enjoying it. And I've had a week on my own. And to be honest with you, I'm getting a bit fed up of eating oven chips. I think I've had oven chips every day, and it started to wear off a bit. So tonight, I might treat myself to a takeaway or something like that. So anyway, guys, please have a look on the website. If you don't know anything about it tells you all about it there. And if you like the video, please can you subscribe to our channel, give us a like, and we'll catch you in the next video, which will probably be next weekend now.